It's getting hot out there, anybody? Pretty hot for little doggies, huh? So these boards have these little spring hangers on the back of them. They're just hammered into place there. And they're stapled, this cloth here is stapled down onto this stuff that's sitting here. I think my best bet is going to be to take this entire board out, cut me another piece out of some kind of good sturdy hardwood, put it back in there, and try to relocate all these spring hangers. See, those there can be slipped back into place on that side. That's what I'm thinking. Now I'm also wondering if there's another way that doesn't involve taking all of that out and redoing all of that, which would kind of mean putting something over here and trying to put this back into place. But there ain't much to anchor to. This stuff here ain't very strong. So I'm gonna have to just think about this a little, look at it a little. There's been some things kind of broke off that held that in place there. Looks like it had a little spring tension on it too. Yeah, they do. It's, you can tell it's got a goodly bit of tension on it. So, before I rush into doing anything quick, let me think about it. I'll cut the camera off while I do that.
While the wheels are turning?
Yeah. So here's what I've got here. There's enough spring tension on these things to make it really difficult to hook those springs into place there once this couch is all put together. And there's not a lot of strength as far as what's holding these things. And maybe my best bet would be to like glue this, and I know that sounds bad, but hear me out. Glue that with some sort of epoxy or JB Weld, and then put a piece of steel, lightweight steel angle in front of it and kind of screw that down to it. And then I can throw this end behind this notch, hook the springs to it, and then pull this one back and create a new pin here. Because see, this had a pin in it like that one. See how that board is made so that they kind of slide it in there and turn it and let it hang on that edge. Well, that edge isn't very much to be holding the weight of people and dogs and everything sitting on the couch. So what I'll probably do is recreate something here, and you have to be careful because, you know, I could put a board between here and over there, but when you sat down on the couch, you'd be sitting on that board because these springs are made to collapse. That's why there's nothing right in here. You can't just run a board over there. Another angle would be to take a piece of plywood and cut a notch in it and cut it out and up and over and bring it back down and mount it in over there. But what I need to do is rather than unhook all those hooks, have something where I can get them all hooked, get that end back up in there and pull it back and then hang it behind something like a pin over here. So this might be a process that's going to take a while. What I might wind up doing is, like I say, gluing that and then putting a bar, a metal piece, down through here and screwing it so it won't bend. And then carving a piece like I was talking about out of plywood that goes in over there and comes up and over and back down here and creates a new pin that's blocked against the opposite side of the couch. And if I'm going to do one, I might as well do 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's going to involve a goodly bit of saw work. You'll see there's nothing back here to hook to. This is cloth, and this is cardboard or press board, and then you got this little bit of stuff, but it ain't nothing. So basically, yeah, unless I make an anchor that goes across, and you know, once I do that, I can grab this, I can pull it back and slip it up under that. That's the only way I can think of to make that work, which is going to involve a goodly bit of a goodly bit of stuff here. So let me I guess the good thing about it is if I epoxy this and then put a bar here, I start to say someone could sit on it, but it ain't gonna be very good to sit on. Let me go see what I got as far as plywood and stuff to work with. See if I got enough plywood out there to cut me those braces I'm talking about. They're there. Oh, the joy. And see, that's another thing I could do. I could epoxy this and put get a heavy duty piece of plywood and put it here and then staple that to this. And that would be easier than using metal and putting screws in it. And the heavy duty plywood could reattach that. Let me go see what I got for stuff.